What a day. Good day trading. Nice start to the week. Good profits on DCIX and Topz, as well as NTNX. Ended up losing some money on QCOM and learned a valuable lesson for $290 that a certain area was not an area of support. It was actually an area of resistance, and didn't take profits when I very well could have. So with that said, we'll jump into these trades. I did trade live. I did record, I should say record my trades live, so you can see my thought process and what I actually saw, where I got in and where I got out. Let's jump right into them. All right, let's get into it. Wait for a pullback on AMD as well as DCIX. Got to determine if we're going to get in those trades. All right, let's wait for this first 1 minute bar to close. DCIX, and buy a small piece at 1769. All right, so I'm long top at 129. I'm gonna buy some DCIX as well. Long it at 1930. Sell a half of DCIX right here at 1205. 2005. I should say 2005. Now it's up to 2080. So another 500, and I'll let the rest ride. So sold another piece at 2134 on DCIX. Still holding Topz, and let me switch this to a 1 minute chart. So I'm still long DCIX at 1930, long Topz at 130. I'll take half off of Topz right here at 145. Got filled at 143. Got 3,000 shares left. And DCIX is looking great. Still holding 500 shares from 1930. My stop on Topz is 130. So another 1,000 at 160. I'll let another 1,000 go. Alright, so I sold another 1,000 right here. Topz. It looks like DCIX has gotten halted. So I'm in at 1930. We'll see how it opens when it comes back. Let me bring up to level 2. And I'm gonna move DCIX up here. It is halted as of right now. All right, so I'm long Topz at 129 roughly. Sold a half around 143. Sold another 1,000 up here around 158. Got 2,000 more shares left. I'm gonna let another 500 go. Looks like it's halted. Or is it? Yep. So it looks like Topz is halted and DCIX is halted. QCOM can break above 6503. Take a long position, a little over 1,000 shares. I'll get into that. So up over 6503. That's the long play for QCOM. So my entry on QCOM is 6506 will be my entry. If it can get up there. Need a break, need volume increase. Switch this to a 1 minute chart. All right, so I'm going to get in QCOM Got filled at 65.11. 1,000 shares. Alright, so I'm up 65.33. Got my stop is 65.11. So roughly 65 is gonna be my stop. See if this overnight high can hold. Man, see that? That's what happens when stuff gets halted. Opened up at 19. I'm gonna go ahead and flatten out of this. So I made 1,400 on DCIX. It opened up down here at 19. It was up at 23. So I'm out of DCIX. Still have 2,000 on Topz, and I'm gonna flatten out of Topz for 645 profit. So stuff gets halted. It opens up where it wants to. Can't do anything about it. Got stuck in the halt. It may push back up, it may not. I don't know. Made good money. Not gonna cry about it. Keep it moving. Next trade, QCOM. I'm in at 65.11, and it looks like QC can't hold. So I'm out. QCOM. Go ahead, stopped out for 290 loss. QCOM. So NTNX, go long NTNX. We got a nice setup right here, 28.47 to break through that high. Got volume increasing. I'm long at 28.51. Move it up here. So we got to run up, hit some support, resistance. Push back, kind of push towards this moving average, pop back up through that resistance, and now we're at 28.57. First target is roughly if we can get up to that 28.70 area, that'll be my first target. Be a 50% extension. Fib extension is my first target, 28.70. Alright, there's our push. Need volume to pick up. Got some buyers out there. There we go. There we go. All right, so I sold half. Still have 1,000 left. Now my stop is at 28.51. That's my stop. Move your stop up after you take profits. Let the rest ride for you. Just locked in 200 bucks. So if we can break through this 50% fib extension, push up to 28.80, I'll sell another 250 shares up there. And final target is what, 29.09? Okay. If not, I get stopped out and make 200 bucks. So this is my stop, 28.51. All right, we're getting that push. NTNX, go ahead and sell another 250. So 250 up here, 2180, 2881. I'm long from 2851. Next target is 2893 and final target is 2909. So I'll move my stop up to 2861. All right, next target 2890. Can't get up there and it falls back down. Stopped out at 2861 for this last leg. 750 shares. Become a patient trader. Don't be anxious or fearful or greedy. Just be patient. Wait for the proper setup. Wait for the proper entry. And take the trade. Alright, so it looks like this may roll back over. May come back and test this 15 period moving average right here. If you look at it from a 5-minute standpoint, you can see we're about to get the first or second 5-minute pullback, which is this candle right here. So we had to push higher early in the morning. Had a first 5-minute pullback. Buyer stepped back into the stop, pushed it up higher, and now we're trading around 28.74. This is those of you who don't know, this is a fib extension. Determines where a stock could go after a breakout. So we had this area of resistance right here around 2847, 2850 area. Got a slight pullback. Then the stock broke out. And these are the particular levels it could possibly hit out of that breakout. Alright, so I'm gonna be stopped out of NTNX. So made 352 on NTNX. Stopped out of it. It could push higher. If it does, great. I'm not in it, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Let me move this chart back. So that's it for the day. 4 trades. DCIX was a good trade. Was able to pocket 1400 on it off a 1-minute setup. Stock did get halted right here, 23.27. Opened up, down here around 19 bucks. I went ahead and took profits, locked in $1,400. DCIX was a great trade. Another trade was Topz. Topz did the same thing and got halted right here. It's 163, opened back up at 158, and I took profits on this candle. So what was that? Roughly a little over $500 made on Topz. QCOM was the only loss for the day. Stock broke out over this overnight high, 65.06. Got in at 65.11. Pushed up to 65.33. I didn't take anything off the table, and then fell back down Ended up getting stopped out around the 64.97 area for a $290 loss on QCOM. So sometimes it pays to take money off the table. You know, just sell half. You're already up 20 cents, selling 1,000 shares. It means you're locking in 200 bucks. Stock comes back, hits your stop, you out. You make $200. And that lets you know, hey, this stock, this area is an area of resistance. It's not an area of support. So, you know, you made $200 by learning that this area is an area of resistance, not an area of support, versus giving up. You know, like I did, I gave up $290 to learn that lesson. So sometimes it pays to take profits when you can. So that's it for me today. Made my goal. Goal was 1,000. Ended up making 2,000. So I'm great. Nice start to this Monday. Y'all have a great day of trading. Hit me up in the comment section below if you got any questions or comments. I am the Bearded Trader. Freedom exists not to do what you like, but having the right to do what you ought.